right, so we go. So up at the top, it tells me some vocabulary words. Right here, they call this axis that has the center, the focus, and the vertices, they call it the transverse axis. This used to be called the major axis, and somebody decided we needed a new word. So instead of calling it the major, we're calling it the what? Transverse. Not a big deal. We're still going to have a focus. We're still going to have vertices. We're still going to have a center. Is the focus still on the inside of the vertices? Yeah, that's still the same. So none of that changes. Instead of calling the other axis the minor axis, what do they call it? The conjugate. This used to be called the minor. Now it's called the conjugate. Okay. So A is still going to give me my vertex. Doesn't change. B is still going to help me find the covertex. C is still going to help me find the focus. But we have a new equation. C squared equals A squared plus B squared. We're going to have two different types of hyperbolas. So I'm going to draw a line right here. We're going to have the horizontal. And over here on the right, we have all the vertical. Okay, and you'll notice in your picture, they've labeled your A's to remind you, your B's, your C's. So all that same vocabulary, you have examples right here to remind you where they are. Okay? Do you see something different in here, though, that we've never done before? You see these little dashed lines? We're going to use the B today to make what we're going to call the box. We're going to use the B to make a what? And when we make that box, we're going to be able to draw dashed lines right through the corners of the box to make asymptotes. What are they called? Asymptotes. And we're going to have to write equations for those. Not something we can't do. We used to write equations in Algebra 1 all the time. At the bottom are the two equations that were on the poster. Remember, this is the horizontal. And this is the vertical. Is A the biggest number anymore? No. A is always what? First. So we're going to remind ourselves that A is always first. I look above it, and if there's an X above it, it's going to go horizontal. If there's a Y above it, it's going to go vertical. Whatever I write first has to be the positive. The second one's the one that has a subtraction sign in front of it. Okay. Are we ready to try some of these? Okay. Again, it's not hard. Just a lot of little pieces.